Alright guys, welcome to What Do You Need to Know? And we're going to start with Romance Angel cards. And your first Romance Angel card is Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. When I'm looking at this card, I see right above this man, there's like this figure or figures. Maybe like they're spirits, gods or something like that, right? Maybe you've been praying for something. Maybe you've been trying to heal from past traumas, or maybe life's been a little rough and difficult for you, and you find yourself asking for help. You find yourself praying. You find yourself, maybe you are religious and you find yourself, asking whatever you believe in for help. But it's saying forgiving and learning. Even if you're not doing that, maybe you are forgiving yourself for past guilt. Maybe you've gotten to a point in your life to where as you release and heal the past, you're ready to move on from something. You're ready to stop running that hamster wheel that you've been running for years. Maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over. You experience more love in your present moments. Maybe you realize me doing the same thing over and over is keeping me stuck. And the only way I can get out of being stuck and move on with my life is healing from my past traumas. So forgiving and learning, you forgave yourself and you've learned from that. So you're ready for the next level. You're ready to move on. And your clarification card was the devil. You're ready to move on from your addictions. Maybe you were addicted to someone. You're ready to move on from that person. Maybe you were addicted to something. You're ready to move on from that addiction. You're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving your guilt. You've learned from your experiences and you're ready to move on. Man, congratulations. That feels good just even talking about that and saying that. Your very next card was getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Now, this has been coming up a lot in these What Do You Need to Knows, and this is something that maybe it hadn't came yet, but it's just been on its way. And like the way these cards popped out, it was a little slanted, slightly slanted. Like I said before, life is like puzzles. It's always moving, like choices happen. Like the puzzle can turn. 1 minute it can be one way, 10 minutes later you could think something and make a decision, and then that puzzle piece will move somewhere else. Getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Somebody is being guided to bring in a message towards you, a message of love, or you're going to be guided to take a message to somebody, a love offer or a love message. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Getting to know each other will reveal your innermost selves to each other. Somebody is thinking, they're sitting there, they're thinking about, should I text him? Should I text her? Should I call her? Should I call him? Like they're doing these things. They're being guided to do these things. They're thinking about you, and in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I want to take this message to him, or I want to take this message to her. Remember, it can be vice versa. It could be you doing this or going through this as well. See, these two cards popped out together, and your very next card was you deserve love. You are lovable. And as you can see, there's these spirit guides behind this woman with an arrow, right? And remember, the very last card was getting to know each other. There was this message being guided with a love offer. So just imagine this girl with this arrow and these spirit guides behind her. She's ready to shoot that arrow. This spirit guide is saying, go, you deserve love. The person that loves you is this person, so you need to go send them this message. And you can see in the back of her mind, she's thinking about, I just want to get to know them. Maybe if I got to know them, maybe that's where I would find my love. It's saying you are lovable even when it's rocky, even when it's hard, even when it feels like it's a bad storm. As you can see, those waves are really rough and hard. If you look out in the distance, there's this big, beautiful house on that mountain over there. That's where you want to go. That's where you're looking at. You're looking at how to get to that big, beautiful house on that mountain. You are lovable. You can get to that house from where you are amongst these rocks if you take the chance. If you believe the guidance that you're being guided to and you take that chance, maybe that's where you end up, is in that big, beautiful house on that big, beautiful mountain. What clarified you deserve love is Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. This is what's interesting. This Page of Wands is going into this Page of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, a Virgo. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius just trying to come in, right? When I'm looking at the Page of Wands going into this Page of Pentacles, somebody is thinking about coming into you, right? And they're on their way. They're traveling towards you. You might not see it yet. You might be giving to something. You might be doing some sort of work, but there's somebody that's thinking about coming into you and they just hadn't really moved, but they're being guided to. And in the back of their mind, they're thinking about this love offer that they want to give to you. And in the back of their mind, they're thinking about this message that they want to take to you. In the back of their mind, they're thinking about this guidance that they have and how it's being guided in their heart to come into you. As you can see on You Deserve Love, she's about to shoot this arrow out, right? This person, they are like thinking though, like they feel it, they want to do it, but they're standing there thinking with this arrow, should I release it? If I shoot this arrow and it hits him or it hits her, they're going to be in love. Should I release it? But they're just standing there right now holding it, which takes me into this very next card, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. It's in reverse, right? It was also in the last video of what do you need to know, but it was upright. So that tells me either this person or you, in your mind, you were like, I'm going in. And then somewhere along the line, you changed it. Remember, I said the puzzles can change at any time. You could be thinking one thing 10 minutes, 20 minutes later, you're thinking something different. It's in reverse. Maybe it's because you still needed to heal. You still needed to heal from something, because that's what it was clarified by. It was clarified by the 9 of Wands. All my tarot cards are on a clock. So this card is not completely all the way upright. It is slightly turned just a little bit. So that's telling me you've healed tremendously. You just got a little bit more of healing to do, which is probably why you're hesitant about going in. And if it's not you being hesitant of going in, you're going to be hesitant about when somebody comes in and bring you that offer that they want to give you, you're going to be looking at it and you might be slightly hesitant about it because you are still healing. When I go back up and I look at You Deserve Love, you can see the woman with an arrow, and then calling in your soulmate is in reverse. Maybe you're not trying to call in your soulmate. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. And that's why your partner that we're talking about here is probably can sense that, can feel it, and is thinking like, I don't know, maybe they're going to turn me down. So they second guessing themselves as well. If you look at these two cards side by side, your card is in reverse and this partner with this arrow is just sitting there holding it and thinking, should I release it, right? You don't even know this because you're so focused on your healing. You're so focused. Remember, we started out forgiving and learning. We talked about you praying and just, trying to get better and forgiving yourself. Well, if you look at calling in your soulmate, your very last card, there's an angel, and then in front of the angel, there's a feminine with their hands up, like praying or giving thanks or whatever. You're so busy and focused on your own healing that you're not really worried about this love, which that is why the love is coming in. The love that you've wanted is coming in because you've been so focused on your healing and you've been so focused on your own journey that you probably just gave up on love a little bit, right? Because of that, it's coming strong and it's coming fast. Like the angels, the spirits, the gods, whatever's around you, they're guiding them towards you right now because of your healing. And you're almost there. You're like literally one more turn of this tick. This card goes tick. You're there. As soon as you go upright, you'll end up getting like a text message or a phone call from somebody that you didn't expect, or it could be a brand new person. It's almost like you're healing and you're using your intuition to heal. Like your intuition is telling you, you're thinking about, should I keep going after love or should I just stop working and just kind of just sit here for a little bit? Like you're trying to debate if you want to keep going or keep moving. Or it could not even just have to be love. It could be like dealing with a career. Should I keep going with this career? Should I keep working on this? And it's almost like you're sitting there, you're thinking about it, you're using your intuition, and at the same time you're healing. And in the back of your mind, you're like thinking about attacking it like with this energy of not like aggressive, but stern and to the point is what I want to say. So like an energy that is like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it. Right now though, you're just still healing from it. Healing is just important in my mind right now. Healing. You've come so far. That's what I want to say to you. Like you've come so far. Maybe you feel like you're stagnant right now. You're stagnant because you just came out of a storm. It's calming down. Soon as it's completely over, the sun's going to come out. Birds are going to start chirping. The grass is going to get super green. It's going to start drying everything up a little bit. It's going to feel beautiful and warm outside. That's where you're about to go. Maybe you've been in a storm, but you're about to go into like something very, very beautiful. All right. Your Moonology card was a new romantic cycle begins. Isn't that amazing? We just talked about all it is. And we talked about you healing. And since you've healed, you finally find what you need and you find the love that you need, right? And then your Moonology card was a new romantic cycle begins. And it could be with a Libra or something like that. But I would tell you this, there's going to be balance. You're going to find somebody that balances you and you balance them. It's going to be an amazing relationship, probably the best relationship you've been in. When I look at the moon on this Moonology card, it's dark and then I see this little bit of rim of light. Some of you are probably coming from that darkness to that light. I mean, what I will say is look forward to it. Expect it around maybe the new moon, the next new moon that we have. Something new and refreshing is coming towards you. For right now, what do you need to know is you look good. You look like you're healing. You look like you're forgiving yourself for things in the past. Might not feel like or even want love in this moment. Maybe that's not even on your mind. You don't think about about it as much as you did, which is why this love is coming. Isn't it funny how this works? But will you take it? Because we all have free will. We all have free will. And the question is, will you take it? I don't know. I'm just a messenger. The choice is yours.